The king of pop art, Andy Warhol's rise from advertisement to wealthy artist. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Crafty Lux. Here's Andy Warhol's rise from advertisement to wealthy artist. The spark of genius. Many know Warhol for his simplistic approach to his work, but not many know where he got his love for art from. When he was 8 years old, the soon-to-be icon spent several months bedridden in the Pittsburgh home after contracting a disease called chorea. His mother, a Slovakian immigrant named Julia, couldn't bear to see her son wither away before her eyes, so she began giving him art lessons. It didn't take long for the young Warhol to be enthralled by the act of art making, and as soon as it became his #1 hobby. When he regained his health, he began attending free art classes in the Carnegie Institute after school. After completing high school, he chose to pursue a career in the arts by enrolling into the Carnegie Institute for Technology, where he studied commercial art in 1945. Though he found himself struggling to produce work that his professors approved of, he ended up graduating in 1948. It's speculated that this was around the time when he received his first publication. He illustrates the cover page for the school student art magazine, Kano. The king of New York City. After graduating college, Warhol moved to New York City to work as a commercial illustrator. His first job was illustrating shoes for Glamour magazine. This is where he got first of many big breaks. He was tasked by the publication to illustrate shoes for their upcoming feature called Climbing the Ladder of Success. According to many muse, his work made such a great impression that he was assigned 600 pages to work on. When he was credited for the drawings, his last name was misspelled Warhol, and the name stuck for good. Warhol began receiving a great deal of recognition throughout the 50s for his work outside of glamour, as he started to fine-tune his attention towards painting. Warhol went on to illustrate for many others esteemed publications such as Columbia Records, Harper's Bazaar, and Tiffany & Co. He started getting all kinds of accolades for his work and soon introduced the world to the movement we now know as pop art. But everything changed when he released his most renowned and equally controversial piece, Canned Soup Cans. The piece was just that, a repeating of soup cans. I used to drink it. I used to have the same lunch every day for 20 years, Warhol says about the cans. I wanted to paint nothing. I was looking for something that was the essence of nothing, and that was it. Filmmaker and music producer. Soon as the 60s rolled around, the icon had turned his attention towards a new medium, film. Stationed in his legendary silver-tinted workshop dubbed The Factory, Warhol used his Bolex camera to capture the world around him through his experimental lens of vision. Among his most notable works are an 8-hour-long shot of the Empire State Building called Empire in 1963 and Batman Dracula in 1964, a film made without the permission of DC Comics, and his most highly acclaimed piece, Chelsea Girls in 1964. Fans of rock and roll could thank Warhol for the birth of once their genre's foremost influential bands, Velvet Underground. Along with being the brand's producer, he has had them a great deal of recognition by featuring them in the iconic live installation, Exploding Plastic Inevitable. The band's biggest breakthrough came when they released the album Velvet Underground and Nico. Though the album only sold around 30,000 copies, Brian Eno stated in his 1987 LA Times piece that it was an enormous important record for so many people. I think everyone who bought one of those 30,000 copies started a band, he went on to boast. Though Warhol died after a gallbladder surgery at the age of 58, his immense influence is still felt by artists and pop culture as a whole today. From his work being taught in art schools across the world, to being featured in some of the most prestigious museums around, Warhol has staked his claim on being the face of pop culture. His work still goes up for auctions to this day, while historical pieces being sold for upwards of 7 figures. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also watch the next 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.